earth sign placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story. What I'm getting, it's crazy because I wasn't sure if I was going to do Capricorn or not. But I did Capricorn for Patreon yesterday. I'm going to do Capricorn most likely this weekend if I have time, because I have to get the Mercury retrograde reflection worksheet out for Patreon this weekend. So I may dedicate the weekend because I want to have that out no later than Sunday for Patreon. So, but Capricorn's going to, I mean, it was, you know, if you guys can go to the community, for those of you that are not on Patreon, the community tab, it gives like a little summary, kind of an intro about what the reading was about. And for those of you that are on Patreon, you may want to go watch that reading and the earth sign reading that was on there. For earth signs, I feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with a very narcissistic person or narcissistic people. I mean, they don't have to be a narcissist, but they can have those traits. I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's extremely full of themselves. This person, and I feel like you're seeing it clearly. I feel like a lot of you guys are also dealing with somebody, earth signs, who's extremely manipulative, and they only focus on winning in the moment. They can't really see the bigger picture with things. They're a master manipulator. I feel like somebody has mastered the ability to manipulate things through communication. The mind is something very, very weird about somebody, and this person could be a liar. Yeah, it could be, you know, earth sign. It could be another earth sign, or somebody they could be a different sign with earth sign placements. You could be a different sign watching for your earth sign placement. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. This person could be an air sign, or they have air sign placements in their chart, or you do. I feel like whoever this is, you guys are being guided to let them go or detach or deal with this person. And you may have to compartmentalize. I don't know if I said that right, but you may have to, like, you know, deal with somebody in a particular way because, yeah. But let's see what's going on with earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they most importantly need to know right now? The earth sign. Somebody's a liar, too. Yeah, someone else. And sexuality and love spell. Somebody's yeah, it could be a water sign. And then the earth sign reading on Patreon, it was heavy water here. Some health issues, child cycles. I feel like something is ongoing. You guys could be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You have those placements in your chart. Somebody could be dealing with the same sex. Somebody here also could be doing shit with love spells, manipulating things with lust. That came out heavy for Sag. Someone else, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. So somebody here could have came in the middle, somebody could have came in between you and somebody, or they could have even sent somebody in to deal with your person or encourage them to, or try to encourage you, however it's going. What else for the earth signs? Yeah, give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. And we have date night and distance and divorce and move on. Some of you guys may have, somebody could be moving out or kicking somebody out. But some of you guys could need to move on because you could be dealing with somebody who maybe they're newly divorced, or they said they were divorced, but they only separated. Or they said that they would get separated or whatever, but they're not. Or they said they was going to move out their baby mama or baby daddy's house, but they haven't. You know, somebody here is, but regardless of the situation, whether it's another person or not, somebody is unavailable. And for a lot of you guys, it is another person with someone else here. And I feel like with time, you will see. You could be getting to know this person, or you thought you knew this person. One more. Your intuition could be telling you something. Somebody here can have pets, or you could be thinking about getting a pet. One more. And we got divorce. Experiencing a breakup. That came out for, was that Capricorn or the earth signs on Patreon yesterday. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. With someone else, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Maybe there isn't someone else. Maybe it's just time for something to just be done. Mercury and Taurus. This could just be an insecurity or a fear that you or somebody has. It may not be another person, earth signs. It could just be time for y'all to just move on and cut your losses and just let this go. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself. Somebody here could be moving out, or there could be changes going on in the home. Somebody could be losing a home, or there could even be, well, let's see here. Let's give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Five of Swords. Let's give it time. And a Knight of Pentacles. Something could be moving really slow. This could be regarding your love life. Maybe somebody could be waiting for somebody to divorce another person or break up with another person so they can be together. Yeah, there could be another woman here. Somebody could have met somebody online or while traveling or whatever. Yeah, somebody can have like a hidden profile, a hidden dating profile that you may find out about. Child. Or Knight of Pentacles, Virgo here. You or somebody can have Virgo or Leo in their chart with the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody could be born in August. What's divorce? Experiencing a breakup. Yeah, the Emperor. This could be someone's husband. Yeah, somebody here. This could be a man divorcing a woman, or a woman divorcing a man, or breaking up with a man. The Emperor here, Aries. You or somebody can have Aries in their chart. Definitely is giving husband. The Emperor is a husband, a father, a partner, a spouse, you know, a leader, head of house. What's someone else? Now, normally in the Five of Pentacles, there's two people going through something together, but in this case, it's three. So maybe there is another person in your connection, or you feel like it is. Someone else. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Maybe you're right. Your spidey senses are tingling. In the last earth sign reading, there was a third party. So some of you guys are very aware of another person in your relationship, or that's infiltrating on something that you're trying to build or have with somebody. Let's give it time. The Hierophant, I'm gonna take that upright. Again, y'all could be waiting for somebody to commit, waiting for somebody to make something official, or you're waiting for somebody to get a divorce. Somebody's waiting for somebody is like, hurry up. I thought you said you was going to divorce this person. I thought you said you was leaving them. I thought you said we were going to get married, or I thought you said we were going to make it official. Either or, flip and switch it. What's divorce here? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody has been with somebody for a long time. And now they want to somebody could be moving out. Somebody now wants to set themselves free from someone or something. Mercury and Virgo. Somebody here could have been with somebody anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Or you could have been getting to know somebody for 5 to 10 months, whatever. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody definitely, yeah. Yeah, Three of Wands. Venus and Aries here with the Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody could be losing. I don't know if there's changes going on in a home. Somebody could be losing a home, or somebody could be in an unhappy home. Are you guys the third party, or does somebody have a third party on you, or someone else on you? There could be instability here. Somebody's home life could be unstable. What's the four? There could be a lot of arguing, fighting. Four of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords, yeah. Somebody could be kicking somebody out so they can move somebody in. Or, yeah, the Sun, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, somebody, ooh, a lot of deception. Or somebody could be moving out to go, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's a lot. The Queen of Swords, that's usually somebody that's divorced or broken up with, or who has broke, you know, who's alone, single. Y'all could be trying to figure out if there's someone else. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. A Virgo as well. What's the Queen of Swords? September Virgo, September Libra, Queen of Swords. Look how the Two of Cups flew out by itself. I'm not gonna touch that. That flew out in a challenging position. Yeah, this could be somebody. These could be people that are married or they're in a long-term relationship, engaged, something. But there's some type of conflict here when it comes. Somebody's in a tough spot, and I said that for the earth signs yesterday on Patreon. Somebody's in a tough spot. There's something coming out. Yeah, I feel like somebody here knows that somebody's not trusting their intuition. I feel like somebody knows something is over or it needs to be over, but somebody's not really sure. Somebody here could be in a tough spot. Two of Cups here in a challenging position. Venus and Cancer. Yeah, Three of Swords. Here we go. And the Three of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups. Somebody could have had a child or a family outside of another relationship. Somebody here can have up to 3 baby mothers. This could be like broken homes that somebody keeps creating. They have kids with people that they don't stay with or whatever, they don't want to be bothered with, I guess. Three of Swords here, Three of Cups. I feel like somebody's never satisfied. They always need something new. I don't know if somebody here is chasing novelty or chasing, I don't know what somebody is trying to chase. Three of Swords here, Saturn and Libra. I don't know, this could have even been a third party that was waiting on somebody here to get a divorce, but that's not happening. And somebody feels like they feel hurt. They could even be feeling bitter. It's like, damn, this person said they were going to leave their husband or leave their wife for me. Somebody here could feel like they've been led on. There could be a called off celebration. Maybe somebody's choosing their marriage over a mistress, or whether man or woman, or they're choosing their relationship, or whatever the case is. Maybe they change their mind. People do that. Yeah, some of y'all, if this is you, you need to move on because somebody is unavailable. What's the, yeah, there's some type of, somebody could want to heal something. Somebody has been through a lot. I feel like there's two people, regardless of what they go through. I don't see them breaking up. They may not see eye to eye all the time. It may be even codependent. It may be even toxic. It may not, hey, it may even be incompatible. But I see somebody, it's like, I'd rather be with you than see you be with somebody else kind of thing. And look, that's somebody's prerogative. Ace of Swords. Or I'd rather work on this and fix this, whether it's going to work or not, than to, you know. Yeah, Four of Swords here. I feel like somebody's not ready to lay something to rest. Even though somebody here knows that a person is a cheater. They know they explore their options. They know that somebody's just not going to change. But somebody's willing to, whatever the issue is, whether it's cheating or whatever, gambling issues, finances, whatever, addiction, somebody's willing to stick it out. Literally through thick and thin, literally. Somebody meant that. Or maybe somebody's convinced that they're going to get married to somebody. And I don't know. I got a question. In your opinion, why do we hold on to pain or suffering that doesn't serve us? Is it out of comfort that validates our feeling? Yeah. Hold on, Alexandria. Four Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Justice in reverse. You know, I feel like somebody here is going to lie to themselves. Whether it's both people or one person. I just really feel like somebody's like, I really don't care how much you hurt me, how much you cheat on me. I don't care if you have other people. I'm not going nowhere. Again, through thick and thin, literally. Somebody just really, I feel like somebody sees somebody. Somebody has a person on the pedestal. Heavy Libra here with the Justice. What's the Justice in reverse? A lack of accountability. Yeah, 4 Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody has had opportunities to date or to be with new people, but they just choose to work and focus on what they want to work and focus on, or who they want to, but I guess, be with. 4 Cups here, Moon in Cancer. I feel like somebody here is not happy. Somebody is extremely restless. Somebody is not at peace. Somebody's going to have to keep healing from things that somebody keeps doing. There's always going to be other people. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Hermit, heavy Virgo. You or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. Yeah, Queen. Somebody's always going to feel emotionally abandoned and neglected in this marriage, in this relationship. They're not going to get their needs met. And somebody has to be held. Somebody needs to be accountable at the fact that they're choosing to stay with someone that's a Knight of Wands or who's just not meeting their needs. So it's like, I don't know. Hermit, Virgo. Maybe somebody just needs to learn at their own pace. The Knight of Pentacles is a bit slow. Hermit. Heavy Virgo here, though. Yeah, 5 of Wands. What's the Hermit? Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like in time somebody's gonna realize maybe they're better off single, or it's like somebody's married but somebody's like married but they're single, or in a relationship but they're single because they're forcing this. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody's forcing something. That's why. Venus and Virgo. Somebody thinks they can fix somebody, and that's a Virgo trait. So Virgo, and this is an Earth sign reading. So Virgo. That for my Virgos watching or my Virgo placements, that's you know, again, your strength can sometimes be your weakness. But somebody feels like in time they can fix and heal somebody. That somebody will be loyal. Somebody will get it together. Somebody will finally see. They will be able to reap the harvest of all their efforts when it comes to this person, when it comes to this marriage or this relationship. And it's just like, I don't know, 9 of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. Somebody's damn near basically, some of you guys could be worried about your love life because maybe you've been single for a while, for a long time, or you fear being single for a long time. But there could still be some things that y'all could need to, you're still working through, that you have not really made peace with. Some of you guys, for those of you that are not going through this and you're single, there's some things that abandonment, insecurities, things around trust, intimacy that you haven't really made peace with, especially if you've been put in third-party situations. And that could be why you feel like none of the options that you're coming across or dealing with is things that you feel that you connect with. And it could be due to trust, it could be due to trauma, or it can simply be due to you. There's still things that you haven't made peace with that still need to be cleared out your energy. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, the World card. I really feel like, yeah, fixed sign energy. Taurus, Scorpio, heavy Taurus here. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. I feel like somebody's lying to themselves. The 7 of Swords. The World card. Somebody here could be acting single on social media, online. They're on dating apps. At work, whatever the hell they doing. I feel like a lot of you guys, your time of being single is coming to an end for some of you guys. Yeah, some of y'all about to end up in a long-term relationship. This could, yeah. But you're going to have to, but it comes after you move on from whatever this is. There's a cycle that's closing for y'all. Similar to the air signs, I feel like you and the air signs are closing out cycles when it comes to these type of things. Thank God. What's the world card? So yes, y'all are going to be with somebody that's going to choose you just as the way you choose them. Yep. And somebody's gonna be loud and proud when it comes to you. They're not gonna hide you. They're not gonna be single on social media, but be all up in your face at home, or be all up in your face in private. Somebody here is gonna choose you like very openly, very proudly. You have that coming in. Just, you're gonna have to give something time. And sometimes you have to give, things just have to cycle out. Things, it's not about what you want when you want it. Everything has its place. Everything has its time. Everything has cycles. Everything has a season. It's just not, it may not be your season right now for you to have love, but it's coming in. It could be happening in, this may happen in, I mean, since we're already kind of out of Scorpio season, some of you guys, you could have met this person in Scorpio season, or the next fixed sign season will be Aquarius. The fixed sign season after that is Taurus, and then it's Leo, and then it's Scorpio again. So, and your season is coming up for those of you who are single. Somebody's going to recognize you the minute that they see you. You're not going to have whatever you had to worry about with this other person, dealing with third parties, you being cheated on all the time, this person lying to you, you not having no peace, somebody gaslighting you even though you knew and saw the truth. You're not going to have to worry about that with this person, but you're going to have to let this person go. Or you're going to have to clear this out, your energy, your heart, some way, somehow. Because you're going to keep getting opportunities and you're going to keep sabotaging it, or you're going to keep bypassing them. Some of you guys, you've met the person already. You just kind of, you know, there could be still some trauma and things. What's the Six of Wands here? But somebody's single life is coming, to the Nine of Pentacles to the 10. Some of you guys, yeah, your single life is coming to an end. That cycle of being single, especially if you've been single for a while, it's about to be over. Some of y'all have been single anywhere from 5, 9 months, 5, 9 years even. I don't know about that. Yeah, well, maybe. That's a long time. That's crazy. Six of Wands. Or maybe even a year, possibly. Or more. What's the Six of Wands? Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Mercury and Aquarius. Some of you guys may be afraid that you're not going to find anybody. You're not going to heal from something. You're not going to be able to move on. Maybe something is happening. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords in reverse, something is happening very slowly, but you have to give something time. Like some of y'all are being really impatient. Y'all going to keep yourselves on you're either going to go backwards, or you're going to delay your healing by being so impatient. Six of Swords in reverse there could be an issue with closure, whether this is coming from you or somebody else. Somebody could be having a hard time moving on, adjusting to some type of change or transition. The Six of Swords could be a transition. Maybe somebody's having a hard time transitioning from single to relationship, or single to married, or married to single, or separate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is. What's the Hierophant? Yeah, the Nine of Wands, child. The Eight of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the Temperance, and yeah, Moon and Sag. Nine of Wands. Somebody is not letting something go. Somebody's going to give something time. What's the Nine of Wands here? I feel like some of y'all are holding on to something. Or somebody else. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So you're still giving something your energy. And for a lot of y'all, y'all still giving something or someone your energy. Whether maybe not intentionally, but it's here. Aries, Leo, Sag energy you or somebody can have in their chart. You can have fire placements, or you're dealing with somebody that does. Queen of Wands. Yeah, the Temperance. Heavy. Go watch Sag. Heavy Sag in this reading. Heavy Sag. Heavy Aries. And heavy Leo, the strength card. Yeah, the temperance talks. Some of y'all, and the Queen of Wands, you're trying. I feel like for a lot of you guys, y'all have some beliefs that really distort your view when it comes to love and connections, and it's because of trauma. The temperance is about divine timing, going with the flow, being gentle, being patient. A lot of y'all don't really know what it is to be patient. You're not patient with yourselves and your healing and your process, and you're not patient with other people, and it shows. Temperance, or this is somebody else. Yeah, the Empress is here. Child. Taurus, Libra energy. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be due in Sag season or December or in Aries season. Or they could have just had a baby. Who knows? Or they could have just had a baby. Empress is here. She got the mama duck or geese, or and there's a little baby geese or ducks or whatever. Swans. So we got the Empress and the Emperor. And the Hierophant. Heavy Taurus here with the Empress and the Hierophant. Somebody definitely could be married, or this could be like mom and dad. What's the Empress here? Some of you guys, if you want to get pregnant, it is going to happen. It's just going to happen with the right person. Same thing if you want to be married, it is going to happen. Empress. Yeah, strength card, Leo. Heavy fire sign energy. Maybe I got to do the fire signs next. Leo. Somebody is very loyal to someone. I don't really see somebody. Yeah, somebody's not going to let somebody go. If y'all been waiting for somebody to get a divorce, break up with somebody, they're not doing it. Or somebody was waiting for somebody to leave you or divorce you, that it's not happening. Somebody needs to move on, because something is a waste of time. Somebody could have been waiting for somebody to come back, waiting to be noticed, waiting to finally be seen, recognized, again, for all their hard work, their efforts, everything that they've done. And it's just like, but then we got divorced. I'm going to find out what that is. Maybe these people got to have a child or kids together, but somebody's just, they not letting go. Somebody's like, no, till death do us part, through thick and thin, literally, figuratively, literally. Oh, what's the Emperor? What's the Emperor under divorce? Because, yeah, the King of Swords. So we got the King and Queen. I feel like there's two people who know that something is already over. But again, there could be money involved, the kids, you know, I don't know. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn as well. January Capricorn, January Aquarius. Yeah, it could be something. Maybe somebody's pregnant again, or they could have, somebody here could have, it's like, oh, we just got this house together. We just put down money for this. We just started this business together. We just, but I feel like somebody's going to end up breaking a contract. There's a contract that's going to be broken. Yeah, because somebody keeps cheating. King of Pentacles in reverse. That's a cheater. That's somebody that's just, they're greedy, they're selfish. I feel like somebody has made their mind up and they're not budging. Whatever it is. Maybe somebody thinks that, okay, I'm pregnant, they'll come back or they'll stay with me, and that's sad. Or, we have kids, or, I love them so much. I love them unconditionally. I've had their back through everything, or that could have been what you went through with this person. And that could be why it's hard for you guys to move forward or to move on, because you gave so much. And that could even be why, for those of you that want new love, a lot of you guys have a tendency to lose your identity when it comes into relationships, and that could be like that could be something that that y'all could need to realize and I guess, know how to maintain both. Like, you don't have to lose yourself just because you're married or in a relationship or dating or you're a mother or father or whatever the hell is going on. King of Swords here. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody is setting themselves free. Somebody is going to get a divorce. I don't know if it's... Now, if you're... Now, because we have the Empress and the Emperor. We got the King and Queen... I mean, the King and Queen of Swords here. If you're a woman, you could be in this Emperor and King of Swords energy. You don't have to be... Maybe somebody feels like because you're the mother of their child, you're not going nowhere. Because you're their wife, you're not going nowhere. But you could be in masculine energy. But somebody here is breaking free. Yeah, I feel like somebody don't care about no breakup or no separation. This is, yeah, if somebody here tries to get pregnant or get pregnant again or do whatever to keep somebody, it's gonna backfire because they're gonna be sitting there pregnant and with a new baby alone. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius here. Yeah, the Death card. Something is over. Somebody also could be wanting to reunite with their kids or their child or reunite with somebody from their past or just someone else. See, I feel like somebody's tired of living a double life. They tired of having to juggle. Somebody says, you know what, let me just get a divorce. I'll pay you what I got to pay you and I'll start over again financially if I need to, but I don't want to, or I'll get it out on my own, whatever, but I don't want to keep juggling. Or somebody's going to have to make a choice at some point. Death card, Scorpio energy. One person has accepted that something's over. I feel like somebody else has not. Somebody's going to be patient. They're going to wait. They're like, oh, divine timing, or, I'm just going to let things flow. I don't chase, I attract. And they're going to be sitting there waiting until they turn into a damn skeleton. Waiting for somebody to change or waiting for somebody to stay or come back is, Death card. Yeah, King of Pentacles. And even if somebody does stay, they're going to keep cheating. Like, no. Death card. Like, why put yourself at risk? Death. Yeah, Page of Wands. Somebody is walking away from somebody. And then, they're not happy and proud of it. They're sad, but something is over. There's like a divorce or a breakup. Yeah, Page of Wands. Look how he's walking away from this woman. He got his back turned to her. She's watching him walk away. But his head is down. Maybe somebody feels ashamed. They feel like a failure. They couldn't keep their family together or something like that. Maybe somebody didn't want to be a single mother or a single father, or this could be somebody's third or second baby mama, baby daddy, or husband, wife, or whatever. But somebody here is leaving. Something is no longer exciting. And that's not the reason to divorce or break up. But somebody is leaving. Somebody's walking away with their head down. Maybe somebody did go back to somebody and they thought something was going to change or get better. And it didn't. Somebody is who they are. Maybe somebody thought they can change somebody. Or a pregnancy or a kid or whatever was going to change something. Or what's this? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Somebody's like, yes, I want to go towards new things. I'll be there for my child if there's kids involved, but I'm moving on. Somebody may have to end up with 2 kids with somebody, and they're going to have to carry all that burden by themselves, unfortunately, because they thought having somebody's baby or being married to somebody or having a whole bunch of kids or doing whatever was going to keep somebody to them, bring somebody back or keep them. And then somebody's like, nah, baby, I'm going out. Here's your money. Here's what you need. And I'm moving out, or I'm moving forward, or you're going to have to move out. You could be the one with the kids and you like, you know what? I'll figure it out. You got to go. Take it how it's going. I don't know. Knight of Cups, Pisces. Yeah, the Magician. Virgo, Gemini. What's the Magician here? Clarity. I do feel like somebody's full of themselves. And in the beginning of the reading, I said you guys could have been dealing with somebody that's a bit narcissistic. They don't have to be a narcissist, but they got those traits and they're very full of themselves. What's the Magician? Magician here. Yeah, somebody, listen, it's either breakup and divorce, or you watch this person live a double life. Jupiter and Capricorn, or you become juggled, or you juggle Jupiter and Cap. Yeah, it's always going to be. It's somebody also could be weighing the pros and cons. Like, damn, can I afford this right now? Should I not? Is it the right time to do this? Somebody here could be in a tough spot. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, Seven of Child, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Fool. Somebody's like, I want to let this go, but I'm a little scared. Because you see how the Fool card, Aquarius energy, in the traditional deck, he's walking off the cliff. This time he's fell off, but he's still clinging to the edge. And the dog is barking like, no, like maybe that's their intuition. Maybe the dog could be a motivator, or the dog could be an energy that's holding somebody back. It could be somebody's fears. Like, oh, what if you don't, what if you can't make it on your own? What if you don't start over? What if you don't find nobody else? What if this is the best you can do? Somebody here is really going back and forth with themselves. Somebody here is in two different minds. I was like, I'm not happy where I'm at. I don't want to be here. But maybe it's semi-stable here. This person is stable. I feel stable with them, but I don't want to be here at the same time. Or I know this person doesn't want to be here. I know they're not happy. I don't really care to meet their needs, or whatever the case is. The Fool. What's the Fool? Yeah, the 9. Somebody's going to do what they want to do regardless. Y'all could be seeing 999, and somebody's going to have to just accept the fact. It's either accept this person and let them, I'm not going to say cheat in peace, but, or you're going to be the mistress or whatever, but somebody here is, they're going to get their needs met. They're going to, this is not a person that, I'm not going to give you no sex tonight. You got to sleep on the couch. They're going to go and get they may not leave you or divorce you, but they're going to go get their needs met somewhere else. This man is serving him in the 9 of Cups here, Jupiter and Pisces. They're going to hold on to their little family or whatever they have, but they're going to go out and they're going to, Capricorn had 999 on their Patreon reading, and so did the air sign. So you may want to go watch the air signs and the Capricorn reading on Patreon. Okay? But yeah. Somebody's all for themselves. Chakra messages. Yeah, feeling unworthy. Some of y'all could, yeah. And I feel like what keeps you guys stuck, or what keeps somebody coming back or staying stuck, is they feel unworthy. And it's like, and that's the whole trickle effect. If you feel unworthy for this person who treats you like shit, you're not going to feel worthy of someone of a good man or a good woman. And that could be what keeps somebody stuck. It's like, damn, if I'm not worth nothing to this person, who am I going to be worth anything to? And that could be something subconscious. Who's going to want me with all these kids, with all this baggage? But I feel like you guys, it may take a while, but again, if you're going to be impatient, then stay where you at. Keep doing what you've been doing, I guess. But a lot of people are just very impatient. What else? Yeah, fair speaking. Difficulty accepting changes, detached from your emotions, wearing a mask. It's like you can only do that stuff, but for so long. What else? Unstable and insecure. Maybe somebody's worried about their finances. Feeling unworthy. Yeah, don't know what to believe. Somebody here is not sure. Somebody doesn't want to be single. They don't want to, but, fair speaking. Yeah, unawakened and feeling lost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's like, what am I going to do? It's like a fish out of water, unstable and insecure. And we got wearing a mask and solar plexus chakra. Somebody, it's a, yeah, feeling insecure. It's a self-esteem issue. Yeah, somebody feels helpless. It's like, oh my God, who's going to want me? Who's going to accept me? You know, it's like, well, if you take the mask off, you can find somebody that will. But you got to take the mask off first. Solar plexus chakra, personal power, self-esteem, confidence. Yeah, somebody needs to work on their solar plexus. Somebody has a self-esteem issue. The crystals are citrine, tiger's eye, yellow calcite. The element is fire. Archangel Uriel. It says, I am strong and confident and I deserve a wonderful life. I am strong and confident and I deserve a wonderful life. I feel like you don't have to, somebody's not obligated. And I get it, when you get married, you say there's vows you take till death do us part and shit like that. That's why, you know, I get that, but then it's like sometimes, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. It's like, damn, we set vows, or we had an agreement. If it's not marriage, it's like we had an agreement. We said we was gonna do this, or you said you was gonna do that. This could be what somebody is going through with this third party. But I feel like somebody does want to break free. More so lust. I don't really... Even if this person does leave this person, would you want to deal with someone like this? I'm also getting how you get them is how you lose them. So if somebody here left somebody for you, that third part, like I said in your last, go watch the last earth sign reading I did. The third party is being treated like shit. The third party thought they were going to be different. They thought they were better than you. They thought this person wasn't going to go nowhere. They just said, you know, I'm going to just give it time. You know, I'm not going to be like the earth signs or cross watcher. I'm going to be patient. I'm more established. I'm more, even if they're not, whatever they said to make themselves feel like they were above you or better, that didn't stop nothing. That ain't stop nothing. Yeah, somebody's controlling and manipulative. Again, how you get them is how you lose them. So if you got with somebody that left somebody else for you, well, your time is coming. Or if somebody did this with you, yeah, something about codependency is here. With somebody, you or this other person, these people. But yeah. There's going to be children there's going to be quite a few people that are, and that go, oh my God, was that Capricorn or was that the earth sign reading for Patreon yesterday? That them readings were heavy. Especially the Capricorn reading. All somebody cares about is who's going to serve them. Who can they live off of? Who's going to fulfill their sexual needs? Who's going to serve them? You see how this guy is serving this person. Somebody can have a catering business. Somebody could be a chef. They could be a bartender, whatever. But all somebody cares about is who's going to serve them. Somebody is selfish. But you know, women, yeah, you know, not women, but people be thinking that they're better than a person's ex, and sometimes you see things on your own. You know, you live and you learn. That's why it's, you know, don't think you're above anybody because of how you look, what you have. That don't stop nobody from being cheated on or left or used. It really doesn't. Doesn't matter how good you are in bed, how much you have, how you spoil somebody, what you do for them, what you do for their kids. Some people are just ungrateful, and some connections was never even meant to be a thing in the first place. A lot of these things are meant to be lessons, and y'all force them to be blessings, and then y'all just keep forcing it after that, and then y'all traumatize yourselves by staying so long. If somebody shows you the first time that they don't give a fuck about you, that they're a narcissist, or that they are selfish, they're egotistical, or they're ego driven, why keep giving to that person? There's accountability that has to be taken here, either from y'all or somebody else. I don't know, but, and that could even be why it's hard for y'all to move on. Maybe you guys are not holding your, I'm not saying, you know, blame, be, you know, hard on yourself, but if somebody showed y'all like they're an asshole or they're a bitch, why say to yourself, let me try harder to prove my worth? That's how you end up getting entangled. And you just be in the loop just trying to prove yourself to this person, and then you lose yourself. You end up going crazy. And then it makes it, and then you've invested so much time, energy, resources, whatever, into trying to prove a point, you end up losing your damn self. And then you end up blaming the other person for so long, but they showed you who they were. Y'all gotta take account. Y'all gotta start taking accountability for like y'all choice, and just deciding to just keep these things going when somebody keeps showing you who they are and what they're doing and what they're about. Don't stop saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna give it time. I'm just gonna wait it out." I mean, look, do what y'all want, but y'all don't want to keep looking at you know, tarot readings forever. I want y'all to find love. You know, I actually want y'all to, you know, yeah, I want y'all to be happy. I don't want y'all to be stuck. I'm not going to ever give y'all, a lot of readers keep people delusional by making everything about the third party or spell work and the other person, and, you know, oh, twin flame this and twin flame that, and that keeps people stuck. Yeah, somebody's fearful of the unknown. Maybe somebody is like torn because whoever they're with, they like, maybe somebody does things to this person sexually, or maybe somebody here likes to see somebody break their back for them and they don't want to give that up. They like seeing people like just, I don't know. I feel like if somebody finds another slave, they're going to go over there. Somebody don't have no morals. They don't have no integrity. They have no humility. They don't care about nobody. They really don't. Somebody's too full of themselves. Way too full of themselves. And they're very aloof. They're cold. It's just like, yeah. I think people hold on to pain and suffering that doesn't serve them. You know, the brain is very, and I've been saying this since the summer when I took the mental health course, that 6-week course. The brain is very lazy. The brain replays things over. The brain does not like change. That's why a person will keep smoking weed, keep drinking, keep staying in the same relationship, keep going back to the same person, because it's comfortable, it's familiar, and it makes the person feel safe, even if it's harming a person. So hopefully that answers your question, Alexandria. But yeah, it's out of comfort, it's out of familiarity. The brain, like once the brain gets used to a pattern and gets used to a behavior, that's what it looks for. That's what it seeks. Even if it's not good. The brain is very, very lazy. And that's why it's easy for people to procrastinate. It's easy for people to rationalize these things and, you know, go back or stay. Brain is lazy. It's definitely out of comfort. And some people just have a hard time. It could be an issue with control. People think that they can control things if they just, you know, they bargain with themselves. If I just do that, or if I would have just did that, then. But y'all got to realize people have free will. And you're not in control of nothing or nobody, especially not another person. You're not in control of nobody. A person can love you today and decide tomorrow they don't want to be with you. And you have to accept that, as fucked up as it is. And the sooner people realize that everybody has free will, including themselves, people will go into relationships not being so scared of, oh, what if it doesn't end? Because if it ends, then you'll live. You can't, that's the risk you take when it comes to love. It is what it, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I don't know if it's a control thing people have, an attachment, but I keep myself stuck trying to make sense of everything. Yeah, I think that's part of the grieving process, though, Alexandria. Again, don't try to rush that. The more you try to don't focus too much on trying to rationalize things. Just let yourself feel what you need to feel. The more you try to rationalize things and make sense of it, it's gonna, you know, just let yourself feel. If you gotta cry every day, just cry. If you gotta feel bitter, just, you know, feel what you need to feel. Don't let it get in the way of other areas of your life, but feel your feelings. It's not an overnight. Be patient. And, you know, you're in therapy and stuff, so keep going, you know. But also accountability, because it's like once you do that, it's like, damn, I didn't have to tolerate that. I didn't have to deal with that. I didn't have to agree to that. Why did I do that? A lot of it is really you be mad at, it's more so about you being mad at yourself more than the other person. That's what it is. You be more mad at yourself, really. That's what it is subconsciously. I get frustrated because I can't stop feeling. Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's part of the process. Feelings lead to more thoughts, to feelings again, and a catch-22, yeah. Yeah. Try journaling, boxing, you know. But most importantly, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. At least you walked away. At least you blocked him. You're not still dealing with him. You're not talking to him. That's you done. You did. You're halfway there, or more than halfway, really, Alexandria. So, you know, keep going. Just give yourself some grace. This is your reading, Earth Signs. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys would like to join Patreon, the link is below. Same thing if you guys would like to book a personal reading. And I'll talk to you guys later. You're welcome, girl.